What's up, everybody? 10-minute offense with our football show before the big game on Sunday. But before we talk about the Super Bowl, we got to talk about this QB carousel going on. Last week, we did our show on a Thursday, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the next day, Stafford was traded to the LA Rams. Julian, how you feeling?
Squad up. I
like Rams insider.
I like because obviously Stafford has proven himself. He's older, mature. He's with a great offense around him, great coordinator, great coach, defense that will back him up. So I like the move. Sorry for Jared Goff, but it is an upgrade. Just because Stafford is, we would rank Stafford over Goff if we had like a quarterback rankings. I would at least. So I like Stafford's arm, his IQ, and I feel like he had gel with McVay's offense.
The mobility.
Exactly.
He can actually move a little bit, throw on the run.
And that's what you need in the NFC West, a mobile quarterback.
He's also just got a cannon. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he could throw it from one end zone to the other.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was comical that people were saying that the Rams gave up too much without understanding. I don't mean like people.
But this is what the Rams do this.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. For that team specifically, they haven't had an actual first-round draft pick in 7 years. And with Jared Goff and Wolford at QB this year, they made the playoffs, got a first-round win, and you know, they hung tight with the Packers as long as they could. And that's with Goff, right? So it's like,
right.
Imagine, and people roast Stafford like he sucks. He actually doesn't suck. The team he was on is probably the worst team in the NFL all-time history. You know, but what was bothering me is people weren't understanding part of what the Rams were giving up in draft picks was for the Lions to take on the Goff contract. And at the end of the day,
fresh contract.
Like there was one of my somebody, I think it was Zach. I think it's Zach Wilner on Twitter. Is we weren't arguing at all, but he was like, basically he said if they don't win a Super Bowl, it's a bad deal. But I still don't believe that either, because assuming they finish, even if they finish in the same exact spot, right? Those draft picks are going to be in the mid-20s. So at the end, that's no guarantee that those two middle first-round picks and your third-round pick later on will equal up to a Super Bowl either. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think this is kind of the Rams' MO. Like, they're just going to go for it. We're going to trade for Jalen Ramsey. We're going to go out and get Matt Stafford. We're going to shake it up. And I think it's a big kind of endorsement for Sean McVay and the ownership. Like, I think this was like McVay had a lot to do with this. So if you're the owner and you have to obviously trade away a piece that you just signed a gigantic check to 2 years ago, that's not an easy decision, because you're kind of admitting like you made a mistake. This wasn't your guy. So I think it's a great landing spot for him. I think, like Julian said, he probably has a slightly better arm. I think football IQ wise, he's just, right there with Goff, maybe better. And then like this offense they play in is so easy for quarterbacks to adjust to. So he's just going to be handing it off to guys with wide open lanes, the play action. So I think, the Rams are right there next year as one of the best contenders for the NFC Championship. They have a whole system around him. So all jokes aside, I actually think, Stafford, whatever you want to say about him in Detroit, I think he's going to have a great ending to his career here in LA.
Yeah, me too. Okay. I mean, and Rams are in win now mode. It's not like it's the Jags, the Lions,
They swing for the fences, man.
But I mean, they have a team they got to win now with, right? So it's like if you stuck around with Goff for, let's say, 3 more years and you keep losing in the first round or second round, it's like, there's no guarantee this is getting them a Super Bowl win, but I feel like it increases their odds. And the draft picks to me don't matter when it comes to this.
Exactly.
Where are you guys feeling, or how are you guys feeling about Watson?
Ooh, dude.
Man, what is he gonna get? The asking price for him.
Well, again,
After
as
this
a
trade.
Bears fan, I follow, obviously Bears stuff, and a lot of fans are like, no, we wouldn't. I don't want to give up, some of the young defensive guys and 4 first-round draft picks.
Mhm.
So I pulled it up, and if the Bears were to get Watson, kind of like how, like the Bears right this season are drafting 20th. Okay, so I looked at the last 10 years, and if you look at any picks 19 or below, right? This is their picks. Kyle Long, Howie Long's son, offensive lineman, was injured a lot. Shane McClellan, I bet the two of you don't even know who he is. Okay, he was picked 19th. Gabe
No,
Carimi,
I don't know who that
Gabe
is.
Carimi was picked 29th in 2011, another offensive lineman. And if you go to 2007, Greg Olson. So just now those are spread apart, but I was looking at players drafted 19th or lower by the Bears in the last like 10, 15 years. So if you told me give those 4 players to the Texans for Deshaun Watson, why am I saying no? You guys get my point? It's like,
Oh yeah.
there's no lock in these 20th pick of the draft guys. And people are like tripping out. Like, it's ruining the future. The Bears haven't had an effing quarterback in their entire existence. They bring up Sid Luckman. He was like in the 60s. No, I don't even know what he looks like, So that's just me as a Bears fan. When people are so worried about draft picks, it's you're getting a proven player.
I definitely agree with you. Some people love to treat draft picks like they're gold. Like it's uncertain what you're gonna get. That's how I feel. Like I'm all about now. Get that player now. If you want to win, get that player with get the job done. So I agree.
Yeah.
You're trading for a proven player. This is not the Bears trading up one to get Trubisky, who was not proven and ended up, I don't want to say a bust, but just not being worth the number 2 overall pick. So
Yeah, because you could have had him. You could have had Mahomes. You guys could have been in the
but
Super
so
Bowl,
could have
probably.
all the other teams. I think the Rams could have had him too, maybe. I don't know.
But you traded up.
I
Yeah.
didn't trade up.
Your team
If
did.
I traded up, I would have a lot of money and not be doing this show with you guys. I'd be giving you guys tickets to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So speaking of the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
let's cut away from fantasy land, and we got a big game on Sunday. And I think Romo said it best. This could be, it probably is the greatest quarterback matchup of all time. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
I do. I think so.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
It is, right?
I do. You got the best of all time in Brady against, the present day best of all time, who, when it's all said and done, could end up being the best of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude is in his 3rd year? Is this his 3rd year or 4th?
Fourth.
But 3rd year as a starter for the whole season, and he's
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
and he's in his 2nd Super Bowl.
Yep.
Exactly.
Only one playoff loss,
to Brady.
and all they do is score on every single drive. They don't punt in the playoffs.
I know.
No.
So let's get to a prop bet before we make our predictions, or
we got like 5 minutes
in the game. So I have an interesting prop for everybody out there. Take the Super Bowl to be tied at the half, and then whoever you think is going to win the game, it's a double result. So you're going to get maybe 7-1, 9-1 on something like that. It's an interesting bet. Last year, the Super Bowl was tied at the half, 10-10. So I think you get some good odds there. Hope for a close first half, and then whoever wins in the second half, you're good.
Yeah, I'd put $20 on that.
Why not?
Smart.
I like
What
that.
do you guys have for a prop bet?
Oh,
I have. I gotta look. There's a lot of players.
First touchdown?
I'll go. Who throws the first touchdown?
Yeah,
Brady or
go.
Mahomes?
Who throws the first touchdown?
Throws it, or who catches it?
Who's coming out then? Brady or Mahomes with the first touchdown pass, Julian?
I'm going with Mahomes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that might be a clue to who you think's gonna win the game.
Me?
No, don't go. We can't tell that. Yeah, we gotta wait till the end. I would go with Mahomes throwing the first TD. Really, I think whoever gets the ball first is gonna score.
What about a Brady QB sneak? We know he likes to do that.
I have all these. So it's anytime touchdown. So it's not first touchdown, but you can bet on if they're gonna score at all. So Brady, it's actually plus 380. Not throwing it, he has to run it in. So it's not bad odds, you know.
Quarterback
I like that.
right there.
And Mahomes, I really like it, is plus 270.
He can scramble for one.
Yes, he can.
And if you bet on the defenses, which I would, anybody on Tampa's D to score is plus 550, and KC plus 490. So, you know, I like bets like that.
L'Jarius Sneed, pick 6, maybe.
Okay.
You can go all the here you go. If you want to bet the odds, Ricky Seals Jones is plus 1900, and Tanner Hudson, Anthony Auckler, and Jaden Mickens on the Bucs are all plus 2300.
Nice. Jaden Mickens returns punts, I think.
Yeah, so that might not be bad. I like Scotty Miller for an anytime touchdown plus 380.
Scotty.
That would be my pick.
Hottie.
Just got to score once.
Too hotty.
So
right on. All right. So where are we at with the game?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes left. So
it's been a crazy path for the Bucs to get here. 3 straight road wins. The Chiefs had a bye. They took care of business at home. What are we thinking? Who's going to win Super Bowl 45?
You got Julian.
55.
I'm going with the Chiefs, 34-27.
It's weird, man. You know how I am. I think the Chiefs are supposed to win, but I also thought that the Packers were just going to roll the Bucs. I'm not betting against old man Brady.
Oh.
I'm not a Raiders fan. Like, you know, I told my buddies the other day, it's got to be a Raiders fan's nightmare. The Kansas City Chiefs from their division going against Tom Brady. You know, the whole tuck rule and all that in the snow back in the day. Yeah, Chiefs lose it at the end. Bucs field goal 34-31.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
sorry, man.
You're last up. I got to be different, man.
Yeah, you do. It's good. It's good for the show. It's good for the show.
I will say this: no matter what team wins, I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl.
Agreed.
It should be. It definitely should be. I think this is Mahomes' big revenge game for that offsides call that happened 2 years ago when Brady should have never scored in that game in Arrowhead. So I'm going to say Kansas City. It's going to be close early, but by the end of the fourth quarter, you're going to be like, wow, they scored how many points? Kansas City wins 42-27.
That's funny, man. While you're sitting here saying that, I'm thinking with the last 30 seconds that if the Chiefs win, in my opinion, it's going to be 42-21. Like a blowout,
a complete blowout.
So I'm hedging my bets, right? It's either Bucs close or Chiefs blowout. Anyway, we got like 10 seconds left. We could close it out.
Yeah. So me and Julian will come on next week and tell you how you were wrong, Steve.
That's fine. I'm used to it. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Turn up. Have fun.